Oh! How are we all today? I gotta find a better way to start the stream than, oh, how are we all today? I'm getting kind of bored with that one. It's time for something new. I can't even remember the ones I used to do. I've got no iconic opening for the stream. It's the issue. All my YouTube videos, almost all of them anyway. Hello again, I'm BluntNate. Today the video is about whatever the fuck it's about. Never quite settled on an iconic opening for this. It doesn't really matter on the stream though, does it? Because most viewers aren't here at the very, very, very start of the stream. I mean, you get to see it every third or fourth episode on the replays, I suppose. Does it actually matter? I don't know. I don't know. The oatmeal was good. I ran out of honey, so it wasn't quite as sweet as I like it. I do like a little drizzle of honey on my oatmeal. Also ran out of banana. Got 2 bananas the other day. Treated myself to some bananas the other day. So they were going cheap. They were good. I think I prefer blueberries on the oatmeal though, to be honest with you. I mean, I love bananas. I've always loved bananas on cereal, on milk, just on their own, in Milo. But I think for oatmeal, I think blueberries is still my preference of sweeted, fruited goodness. Something about the blueberry that just lends itself to oatmeal. They get nice and soft and sweet when they're heated up by the oatmeal as well, I think is the other thing. Bananas, they don't tend to get better when they're warmer, unless you fry them. And they're pretty good. Who's had fried bananas? It's not very common here in Australia. You can get them. Some places. The markets and things sometimes do them. I think it's a Brazilian thing, right? South America, Brazilian. That's where it started. Fried bananas. They're good anyway. Yeah, warm bananas and oatmeal. It doesn't... The banana doesn't benefit. It doesn't harm the banana too much. It doesn't benefit. Warm blueberries, though. Mm. Oh, they get all juicy. Mm. It's good. Good. How's the coffee today is the question. I've been doing a little bit of experimenting. I've been drinking instant coffee because I can't afford to buy new beans. So I'm into my instant coffee reserves. But I've been experimenting with different ways to prepare the instant coffee to try and get it to taste a little bit better than standard instant coffee. I might do a video about it, I think. So I'm not going to tell you any of my secrets right now. But I think the one I did yesterday was working better than this. So bear in mind. Yeah, I've never actually had a deep fried Mars bar. Never had the opportunity. Oatmeal is so good. I think oatmeal is the best of the warm breakfasts. Warm breakfast cereals. Or cereals in general, I think. Given the option between like cornflakes or Cocoa Pops or Fruit Loops or whatever, I will usually probably choose the oatmeal. Which is weird because I hated it as a kid. I thought porridge was vile and gloopy and disgusting as a kid. It's like coffee. Found a taste for it much later in life. Although I've loved oatmeal since like my 20s, so. But yeah. As far as hot breakfasts go, and the classic English breakfast is good too. Sausage, bacon, egg, toast, that kind of stuff. Maybe a fried tomato. A hotel lobby breakfast, basically. Well, not lobby, hotel buffet breakfast, I should say. Almost always have that when I'm traveling. While you were eating breakfast, I was making dinner. What'd you have? Texas toast is still in the air fryer. What is Texas? I know what French toast is. Is Texas toast like that time they tried to rebrand French fries as Freedom Fries? Is it actually French toast? But well, and let me try and guess what Texas toast is. I'm imagining it's like French toast, but instead of egg and cream and stuff, it's cow fat. Actually, I wonder what toast made. Frying bread in animal fat. It'd be good in duck fat, I bet. Toast fried up in duck fat? I bet that's fucking delicious. Is that a thing? Someone Google that right now. Honey Nut Cheerios? I never had much of a taste for Cheerios. My go-to breakfast cereals when I was a kid was Cocoa Pops, or Cocoa Puffs, known elsewhere in the world. The one with the monkey. Little puffed rice, but the cocoa version. Or Nutrigrain, which I don't know if there's an equivalent in America. I think it might be an Australian only thing. But you're probably best off Googling Nutrigrain, because I don't know how to describe the shape. Kind of like a figure 8 with an extra O at the end. They were good. High in iron. Chicken, yeah, I know what chicken fries are. They're good too. Garlic toast, made with thick slices of bread instead of loaf sliced lengthways. That's what Texas toast is. It's just garlic bread made with slices. That sounds pretty pov, actually. Nutrigrain is like mini bricks in shape. Not really. I mean, it has this sort of 3 holes in the middle like some bricks have, but the ends are all rounded. It's kind of a lozenge shape. I never really liked Weetabix as a kid, or Weet-Bix, as they were called here, or one of the major brand in Australia was Weet-Bix, not Weet-Bix. Same thing. Never liked those as a kid. Partly because they tasted a bit like oatmeal, because basically similar ingredients. But partly because you'd go through a litre of milk on them. Because there's something magical about the way they produce Weet-Bix that just makes them absorb countless volumes of milk. And I hated that. I like to have a soupy milk in the bottom of my bowl once I've done one. That's why I loved Cocoa Pops. You'd have that little chocolate milk puddle in the bottom of the bowl when you're done eating all the solids. You just go... That's my favourite part of breakfast. But yeah, Nutrigrain tastes a little bit malty, almost. It's been so long since I've had them, I don't even know how to describe it anymore. But they were good, though. That was the healthy breakfast cereal Mum would get instead of Cocoa Pops, when she decided I was getting too fat as a kid. Nutrigrain isn't that healthy. It's got tons of iron and stuff in it, but it's still loaded with carbs and whatnot. But, you know, they marketed it as what the Iron Men eat. Iron Man as in the sport, not the Marvel superhero. You guys know what an Iron Man is? Like the sport? I don't know how broad the global concept of Iron Man is. This is a sport that happens on the beach, so obviously very quite popular in Australia. Kind of like a... It's a bit like a triathlon, I suppose. Chat's gone bubble base on us. What? What's bubble base? What are you talking about? You want to talk about something good? Try SOS, also called shit on a shingle. I've heard of that. Some pepper gravy over a piece of bread with some spices thrown in. Yeah, shit on a shingle. That's a British thing, I think, isn't it? I feel like I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever had it. But I do, you know, when I'm having like a roast beef meal or something, I do love to save a pool of gravy and a pool of mashed potato. You mix the gravy and the mashed potato so it becomes sort of a thinner slurry. Then you have that between 2 pieces of bread. You make a mashed potato gravy sandwich at the end of the meal. Bubble bass from SpongeBob. Oh, right. Because he's ordering that. Yeah, I know that episode now. I get it. Shit on a shingle isn't a British thing as far as I'm aware. It's real popular during the Great Depression. Yeah, lots of interesting food combinations came out of the Great Depression, out of necessity. For breakfast I prefer but did not have often corned beef hash and eggs. Corned beef hash. I don't even like corned beef in general. It's too salty. Silverside, they generally call it here in Australia, I think. Corned beef and silverside, it's the same thing, right? Or are they slightly different? I feel like it's the same thing. Nutella? Yeah. Oh, Nutella. Oh. I have to resist buying that, though. That'll make me fatten up real quick again. Damn it all you guys. Now I want to have some fresh hot silverside roast. You want... I could... Maybe it was the way Mum made it. I don't know. I've never had silverside except for how Mum prepared it. So maybe it's good if someone with actual talent in the kitchen, because my mum can't. She was not a good cook. She was not a good cook. I was a better cook than her by the time I was 12, just out of necessity. Not that I let her in on that, because otherwise she would have made me make the dinners, so... Just cooked when she wasn't there. Silverside is a specific section of the cow. Making corned beef, right, okay, so they are the same thing. We just call it silverside here. We call it the name of the cut rather than the preparation method here. When you go to buy it. Thought that was something like that. Taz Tiger's coming in with the opposite definition. Corned beef is a cut of meat. Brisket. Oh, brisket, that was the other word for it, yeah. Yeah, but basically it's a certain cut and they brine it. Which is why it's so fucking salty, because brine is water and salt. Either way, never liked it. Just like a nice seasoned roast. None of this brining business. That said, I've never had a brined turkey. Because turkeys, again, not common in Australia because they're not native here. I don't know whether there are any turkey farms in Australia. You can buy turkey. It's not hard to find. It's just not very common. There's way more chicken products on the shelf than there is turkey. Yeah, that's a classic way of preparing turkey, isn't it? You brine it. I can imagine brining a bird would be better than beef. And don't butcher the definition. Ha-ha! I was a better cook than my mother as a kid because she couldn't cook for shit. So I cooked who had fast food for dinner. So she married my stepdad. Yeah, there was only a couple of meals my mum did well. I liked her lasagna. And her meatloaf. I think that was about it. Her spaghetti bolognese was terrible. Which I didn't realize until I was in my mid-teens and started making it myself from scratch. I went, oh, this is what it's supposed to taste like. I like it even more now. She always overcooked the pasta too. Hopeless. Can't get it often, but I prefer my brisket smoked. All right, enough food talk. I'm glad I ate just before I started streaming. Otherwise, I was almost going to skip breakfast. I'm glad I didn't, because if I did, all this food talk would have made me very, very, very hungry. Taz Tiger, thank you very much for the bits right there. 50 of them. We appreciate that. So, plan for the day as... Why is the sound not working? Okay, let's try restarting. Sound was working. No sound. God damn it. Okay. No sound and the frame rate tanked. Why? Alright. Problem solving time. Let's have a look down here. Nope. I'm not getting any... No, I'm set to the right audio device. I'm just not getting any sound out, which means it's probably the capture device that's the issue. So... Let's get the studio mode in OBS. Beam source. Turn the capture device on and off. Oh, come on, please. Nope. What the hell? Why is the frame rate suddenly just way worse? Alright, deactivating and reactivating the capture card completely. Nothing. Son of a bitch! Seriously, why is the frame rate so bad? There we go, back to 60. No, back to 18. What the hell? I was running this for like half an hour before stream and the frame rate was fine. It's running on a separate machine, so it's got nothing to do with this stream. Mother... Okay. Time for a full reboot. Swear to God, this is working perfectly. Do a good impression of Villager. 1.21 gigabytes. Still no sound, I don't think. Oh, there we go. Hey. What disconnected? Oh, Stream Deck wants to update. No, remind me later. Don't use it that much on this machine anyway. That was for WoW. And I installed a Stream Deck on this system for quick access to emotes in World of Warcraft. What just happened? Why is Java trying to connect? What are you trying to connect to, Java, you sneaky little bugger? Oh, it's because I accidentally clicked the... Alright. There we go. Now I can hear all the chooks and stuff. Alright, let's turn studio mode off on OBS, and now we can get started. So, oh, we even got my frame rate back. Hooray! So like I said, the plan for today is... I think it was Skull Kid Ray's suggestion, actually. In case you don't know, if you're new around here, you haven't been to that many Minecraft streams of mine, we always, in every Minecraft world I make, we always build a giant zombie. Or blarg. Well, not always, but... First world didn't have one. Second, third, and fourth world all did. What of... So many iron golems. I forgot how many iron golems this village this morning. Bloody hell.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Thank you ever so much, Paul. Many numbers there. 34-month resub! No message attached. 34 months. Prime sub right there. Do appreciate that. Slush some love in the chat. Please, people. Show your appreciation. I'm going to run back to my bed because we ran out of daylight already. Right. We're going to make a blarg. Giant zombie. Now that we've got the village up and running. We still have to do some trading because we're still looking for that mending book. So we're doing that disposed between the building today. Yeah, we're building the giant zombie for this world out of glass. Because we are running with the ray tracing shaders, which make light shining through glass look incredibly good. Which I can't show you now because we're in morning and not afternoon. Where did... There we go. I can show you with this stuff. Because glass in the shader pack has been made so as the light shines through it, it changes colors. So if we make a great big glass blarg, not only will it look incredible in the shader pack, because of refraction and all that kind of stuff it does, but we're going to get a great big colored shadow. So I'm going to build it on the other side of the village so the shadow falls across the village, hopefully. Let's go find a spot for it. Also, I need to have my... We're going to be working with glass. We definitely need Silk-chan. Where are you, Silk-chan? There you go. We have a bit of prep work to do. Because as you just saw, there's not nearly enough glass for a blog. Definitely going to have to collect some sand as well. To that end, I have been cooking up a bunch of acacia logs to make charcoal. So we have plenty of fuel for glass making. So ghost blog would be nice and translucent. Now we're going to call him crystal blog. I think the original thought was like glass blog, which has a good ring to it, but crystal blog sounds fancier, I think. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? Glass blog or crystal blog? Glass blog does sound snappier. Crystal blog sounds fancier. Or perhaps there's an alternative name you guys can think of. Okay, we should have plenty of fuel. Yeah, there we go. I did a batch before I started streaming. That should be heaps for glass making. So I don't know what that's doing there. There's a bunch of crap in there, doesn't need to be there. Alright, let's stash this. Stash that. Grab a couple of shulker boxes for sand stashing. We'll fill 2 up. 2 plus an inventory should be plenty, I think. Yeah, we have to go to the desert. The desert with no name. Go with crystal blocks, is she dog. Pronounce it right. Crystal blog? Crystal blog. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Desert. Ocean Monument, desert. Running on another new version of Optifine today. They've updated Optifine for 14.4 now, or 1.14.4 specifically. And I'm getting even better frame rates now. As you might have known, I've got the frame rate counter up today because I'm going to keep an eye on it because today's the first day I've been using the new version of Optifine with the shader. Yeah, so far this morning it seems like I'm hitting that 60 FPS a lot more solidly. I'm still streaming out at 30, I think. Yeah, still got the set for 30, so you're not seeing it quite as smooth as I am, but still. If I can get it to stay at 60 pretty regularly, I mean, obviously we're higher than that now because we're in the nether, it's not rendering anything. Yeah, if I can get it back to 60 stable, we might go back to 60 FPS streaming. Although that said, the stream does look a lot cleaner at 30. At this bit rate, so... No one's been complaining about the stream being at 30. I didn't mention it when I make the change, and no one seemed to have noticed or cared, so I don't know. I think for Minecraft, and certainly for Dragon Quest Builders, which doesn't run above 30 anyway, we'll stick with 30. World of Warcraft is probably safe to keep at 30 as well, I think. I'll only switch to 60 when there's like a super high motion game we're doing. Oh! So many monsters! Let's get away from the portal in case a why are there so many monsters? Might have been because I was Enderman hunting last time I was here. Maybe they didn't despawn. Although, no, I tore down my Enderman thing, so that would have been a while ago. Just got unlucky, I guess. What was I saying? I was saying something. Can't remember what it was. You know what? I still see you up there, Skelly. Let's take care of you so you can surprise me when I go back home. Alright, did I leave any sand behind? No. Alright. Oh, I forgot. In this texture pack, the creepers are sand-coloured. They're disguised. Actually, we could probably use them to our advantage to do some mining for us. So we don't destroy any blocks anymore, do we? Hi. Eh. And not that efficient, is it? I think my efficiency shovel is going to be faster work. Nice starting hole now, though, don't we? Sand is still so bright. Yeah, the sand is pretty bright. Let's see if we can turn that down. Like I said, I am running a new version of Optifine, so maybe it didn't bring across my settings. Video settings, shader options. So yeah, now we're a little bit brighter than I had it set at before, so let's bring that back down to what did I have at 60? Oh, they've changed the option. 0.5 and 7.5. It used to be 0.6. Alright, let's try point. Ah, damn it, I keep clicking past it. Let's try 0.5. It's not that much better. As good as we can get. Yeah, it's not blowing out the texture altogether this time, but I feel like being sort of super harsh and bright is a good thing for the desert anyway, so. Burn for your sins. Yeah, there we go. There's an open plane. Yeah, so it does wash out the detail a little bit. Not nearly as bad as it used to, though. It used to be just like completely destroyed all detail. Does make it hard to see the blocks, though. I mean, once they're broken. Yeah. Was that a... That might have been a cave we opened up there, but I guess not. How's it going from Builders 2 back to Minecraft? Oh, it's like riding a bike. Never takes me long to re-acclimatize to Minecraft. Especially on PC, mouse and keyboard. The controls are a lot like any other FPS game. Right mouse button to do things. Left mouse button to do things. We're sad. I'm thinking about Dragon Quest Builders 2 a lot, though. But I felt like 2 weekends without a Minecraft Sunday. We better bring it back. I want to leave. I mean, you know, I don't want to abandon Minecraft for too long. Plus, there are some people that come to the channel just for Minecraft, so. Sometimes I forget a few crafting recipes. Oh, I can never remember crafting recipes anyway. Always forgetting. That's why I like the new recipe book. Well, I say new, but relatively new. This makes life so much easier now. We can just have this right here. And the new crafting tools for the new workbenches to make stuff easier as well. Should have brought a bed with me. There is a village nearby. Maybe I'll go steal a bed before it's too dark. Might be too late already. Village. Swear there was a village over here, right? Maybe not. Which direction was the village? Oh, wow. It's getting real dark. Why is the moon so... orange? Oh, yeah, we're in trouble. I've lost my bearings. I'm in a desert, and it's night time. I'm in trouble. Wait. I forgot. I can do this now. Hey! Oh, hello. Found the village. Knew there was one over here. I knew it! Wait, is this my village? No, this is the back of my portal. Alright. Same diff. Still go home. How much sand do we get? Yeah, we should suck that up anyway. Crystal blag is going to look sick. It is. Ice, yeah, maybe. I guess ice is a crystal, isn't it? Does glass count as crystalline? Actually, don't know the answer to that. Is glass technically a crystal? I think it might be. Crystal. Decanters. Isn't Crystal a brand name though? Glass does have crystalline structure. Thought so. So yeah, calling a glass blag crystal blag is not entirely inaccurate. Good to know. Oh, you just misspelled it, right? Okay. Because there's a brand, Crystal. Alright, spare bed. Oh wait, I'm an idiot! I've got a spare bed on me in my friggin' adventure. God damn it. That's the reason it's in there. Whatever. I have an adventure box with a bed in it for exactly that reason. Dummy. Give me the derps. Where's my dirt faces? I'm gonna need some dirt faces. Come on, finish up. Swap that one out as well, why not? Fill that one back up. Oh, the different woods, never mind. Swap that one out then. Back up. There we go, a little bit tidier. Glass does not have a crystalline structure. It's a very slow flowing liquid. That's actually a misnomer. Glass is not a liquid. Not even a very slow-flowing one. Glass will change shape over time, but it is absolutely not a slow-flowing liquid as far as physics is concerned. No idea how that started, but it's not true. Ask a material scientist. It's been a while since I've heard someone repeat that one, though. I wish it was true, because that'd make it so cool, wouldn't it? Nice timing, Skull Kid. Back we go.
Derpy Blunty. Don't forget your adventure box.
Thank you for the timely reminder. Alright. Back home we go to the graveyard to get Skull Kid yet another gold block on their grave. Glass, however, is actually neither a liquid, supercooled or otherwise, or a solid. It's an amorphous solid. States somewhere between those two states of the matter. Yep, yep, yep. But yeah, over very long periods of time, glass will change shape slightly. Which I think is what led to the misnomer of it being some kind of liquid. Last block. Some of these. Actually, we'll grab a full stack. I'm not sure how tall we need to go at this point. Pretty friggin' tall, though. Thank you again for your ridiculous generosity, Skull Kid. Look at that. Ridiculous. Who does that little emoticon belong to? Exweezak? Dan. Okay. Thought it might have been a Jeremy Dooley for a second. Looks a bit like Jeremy Dooley. What about making a blog from emeralds? Who would be the crystal blog? Emeralds is certainly a crystal. Between crystal and diamond, we could do a blog, I suppose. The two colours. Wouldn't look that great, though, I don't think. Boink! Thank you. Oops. Man, that one looks good from here, doesn't it? I love what they've done with the water in this shader now. It looks so much better than it used to. All these real-time caustics and stuff. Ugh. Making from the graveyard blocks. Yeah, actually, I had that idea for a charity stream once. May still do it sometime. But you know, every donation we had another block to build a structure like blog or something along those lines. What is a blog? Dukas, you've been here long enough to know what a blog is, don't you? The giant zombie we always build in my Minecraft worlds. They're called blogs, because that's the noise a zombie makes. Actually, it's the word blog was originally coined because the first one I built drooled water. I set it up with a pressure plate inside a village. The blog was outside the village, but the pressure plate was inside the village. And a big line of redstone coming all the way from the village, all the way out to the blog. So every time a villager or an iron golem would walk over that pressure plate, Blarg would open his mouth, had little pistons holding it back, and he would drool water. He would Blarg. Drool. Blah. Blah. So we called him Blarg. And henceforth... Oh man, I forgot to put the scaffolding back. God damn it. What will this Blarg... I don't know whether this Blarg will actually drool. Did the first one with water, second one with lava. There are no other flowing liquids in Minecraft, and if we're going to make him out of glass, the mechanism to make him drool is going to make his head look all weird. The third blog we built, the giant blog, the double-sized blog, in the Switch Edition world. No, wait, in the Bedrock world. He didn't drool anything either. His gimmick was he was enormous. Ridiculously enormous. Like his head was 64. What was it? It was 32 blocks wide, wasn't it? Yeah. It was 2 chunks wide. Just on his head. Regular sized blags have always been a chunk wide at the head, basically. 16 blocks wide. Which one would Drown Blag? Drown Blag was also Giant Blag. Because he was coming out of the water. He was waist deep in the water, but he was also a double-sized giant. Cooking along nicely. Alright, back to the desert, I suppose. Might as well grab a bunch more sand while that's cooking away. Should do this one as a villager blag. Yeah, considered that. That's one of the options for the blag of this world. But I think in glass, a traditional zombie would look better because we have two shades of green glass for a start, so that makes it kind of easy. And I don't know if we have enough glass colors to do a villager zombie convincingly. Although I guess we can kind of fluff it. All we really need to do is give him a great big nose, right? Glass is always greener. Nice. Remember when shaders were just a gimmick? Yep, me too. When I think shaders came to Minecraft like before I started playing, but by the time I did start playing, when 1.7 launched, they were still pretty gimmicky. Like they were, hey, look how cool this looks for a screenshot, but they weren't practical to play with because they would just dump performance. Unless you had a ridiculous machine, which in those days was even more difficult. These days, though, with the multi-core, multi-thread CPUs being as good as they are, yeah, I mean, you can even do ray tracing in real time. Should probably turn this into a staircase so I can get up and down. Where's my shovel gone? When did I put my shovel away? That was weird. Yeah, kind of starting to wish I hadn't dug this pit right in front of the entrance to my portal. Whatever. We'll tidy it up. That'll do. Oh, we're losing light already again. This time, I remembered my bed. Well, actually, I remembered I had a bed on me the whole time. But never mind that. My computer runs the ray trace ones decently well. Yeah. I'm actually pretty surprised with the performance difference we've had in the last couple of versions of Optifine when it comes to this ray tracing shader. I mean, the ray tracing shader has been updated for performance as well. But 2 Optifine updates and 1... no, 2 of each actually. Two updates each of Optifine and the ray tracing shader itself has basically doubled my frame rates. What we started with. Because of an 8-core CPU, Minecraft Unmodded uses only one? Yeah. I mean, Minecraft does multi-thread these days. Like in 1.13, I think it was, they rewrote the lighting engine. So the lighting runs on a separate core to the rest of the game now, but it still doesn't multi-thread properly. It still only uses 2 cores, basically. Might even be 2 threads, I don't know, for sure. One or the other. But yeah, as of 1.13, they kind of started separating that out. And hopefully by the time we get the super duper graphics back, I'll have properly multi-threaded Minecraft, so... Yeah, that was always the issue with Minecraft. especially in those earlier days. It just did not multi-thread at all. So no matter how good your PC was, if your single core performance was not good enough, even big blocky Minecraft wouldn't run properly. Which is why even on my Threadripper machine, Minecraft didn't really see a performance boost over a 4-core CPU. My 16 cores were useless as far as Minecraft was concerned. Didn't exist. Didn't know what to do with them. I never noticed that block up there before. Is it? If anything, CPUs with less cores have an advantage? Well, depends. You can get CPUs with fewer cores that can clock higher. That will be an advantage, but clock for clock, not really. It's also why Minecraft saw a pretty decent benefit from overclocking your CPU, actually. Bigger improvement than many games. Especially if your CPU was your bottleneck. Although my old laptop could run the game better than my current computer. Possibly. One of the reasons I like Bedrock versions so much. The performance is way better. This is written in C++. An actual real programming language for games, rather than Java, which was never intended for this. Never, ever, ever intended for this. It's not what it was designed for. Not what they meant it for. But it's what Notch knew, so that's what he did. Oh, looks like we're full. Definitely don't need cactus. Plenty of cactus back home. Same thing with sticks. God damn it. I wish when you threw stuff out of your inventory it went far enough away so you didn't pick it up again immediately. That'd be my dream. No idea how Java made game this big. Progressively, basically. I mean, think about where Minecraft started. I just kept building on it and building on it and building on it and building on it. Using little workarounds and cheats and... But yeah, if you were going to build Minecraft to what it is now, but from scratch, trying to do it in Java would just be a nightmare. But because it was done progressively over the course of 10 years to reach this point, not quite as ridiculous. In fact, they did rewrite Minecraft from scratch when they did Pocket Edition, so... Which, you know, later evolved into Bedrock. Team that works on Java version has a lot more work to do than build game. Well, I don't know about that. A lot of it's done. I mean, they did rewrite the lighting engine as we were talking about before, but I'm not sure how much work that was versus regular workloads they do to add new features and stuff. And I suppose they did recently rewrite a great big chunk of the game so they could more easily add new blocks in. Because in the old code, pre 1.12 I think it was, there was kind of a hard limit on how many different blocks that the game could support, just by the nature of how they were identified in the game code. Which is one of the reasons why we never got different stairs and different trapdoors and all that kind of stuff when we got different woods. But now that that's been fixed, getting all kinds of new blocks in every update. Building scaffolding. Hooray for scaffolding! My Dragon Quest builders nearly kicked in there because I thought, oh, I need dirt. No, I don't. Not Minecraft, I don't. I've got plenty of dirt in Minecraft. But I did need more dirt last night when I was collecting some materials in Dragon Quest because I wanted to prepare to extend the farm if I ever found more seeds on the current island we're at. It's very difficult to see the floating blocks. It's time of day. So bright. Hey, Slime Guy. How you doing? Actually pretty excited because once iOS 13 comes out, we'll finally be able to use Xbox One and PS4 controllers and our iPads. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's going to make it nice. Pity for SteelSeries though. They were the only ones selling a decent fucking controller for iOS. What do they call it? Nimbus, I think it was. Got one here somewhere. Don't use it often because I don't really game on iOS devices that much, but they did send me on to it for a review when they released it. It was really quite nice. I wonder if that's going to carry over to the new TV OS as well, isn't it? The Xbox controller compatibility. That'll be nice for that too. Because you can get Minecraft on TV, on Apple TV. It's one of the only platforms I haven't purchased Minecraft on, actually. Do we have any more room in this one? I don't remember where there we go. Yeah. Alright, one shulker box full. Put it over here. I did again, didn't I? Right there where I'm going to pick it up. Get out! Get out! Get out! Probably gonna have to take a nap at this point as well. Android has supported controller ranges. Sure has. What's your point? iOS has supported controller ranges too, just not anything other than specific controllers designed for it. Just like Xbox and PS4 do. They've got to design a controller specifically for those things too. No different. Wait, I forgot. I have this mod. Make it be. I stand on the bed and instantly pretend you slept mod. Thing is, I don't know whether that affects the, what is Flying Stingray things called again? I always forget. Because I think that... Not mod, sorry. Data pack. I really should be more specific about that. Bed data pack thingy. I don't think that counts as sleep, so... Gotta be careful about how often I use that. But it does mean I don't have to stand there waiting for the fucking sun to set. Can't wait for iPadOS. Yeah, seems like it's going to be a really big deal. Be waiting for a lot of those features for quite some time. Still waiting on the budget and maybe a new version and a good reason to replace my existing iPad because it's got a fault on the screen. think I don't know exactly how I did it, but there's a... You know when you press on an LCD screen, you get that little rainbow effect? There's that kind of permanently on one edge of my screen. You must have squished it accidentally. Because it does sit on my bed. I might have rolled over on it or something in my sleep. Doesn't make, you know, it doesn't really hurt the use of it, which is mostly just browsing, I've got to be honest with you. It's nice to have a big screen to browse on in bed. But it does bug me. I'll probably wait for a new version of iPad before I upgrade. I'm already, what, 2 versions behind at the moment? Haven't had that flung over you? No, I've had the iPad for a while. It's the 10.5 inch Pro. So what's 18 months, 2 years old? It's the version that uses the old style Apple Pencil. Apple Pencil, not the new pencil that they recently released. I've had it at least a year and a half, I think. I tend to upgrade my iPads every couple of years, whereas I upgrade my iPhone every year. Because my iPhone gets a lot more use than my iPad does. My iPad is basically, like I said, my bedtime device for surfing and watching videos and checking emails and YouTube comments and all that sort of stuff while I'm lying in bed watching TV at night. But it also does come with me when I travel. And I have used it for a few video edits and things like that. Little quick vids. Or creating thumbnails, shit like that when I'm on the go. Putting my Surface into my backpack a bunch. There's a permanent white mark on the screen from pressure being applied there. Speaking of screens and damage and stuff, I hear tell that Samsung are about ready to have another bash at their folding phone. Galaxy Fold? Is that what they called it? Yeah. I'm going to try reaching out to them, see if I can get a sample. So I'm very, very curious about it. And I do have an idea for a little video mini-series I could do with it that they might be interested in using as a reason to throw one at me. Just gotta find the right people to talk to. I was gonna do it with the Huawei folding one. Like the brief I'd sketched out for the video series that I was gonna present to them and say, hey, this is what I want to do. Can you put one of these in my hand? I was gonna do it with Huawei, but that was like... I sketched out the brief a week before Huawei had all that issue with the US government and the bans and the suspicions, and I don't even know what's going on with them these days. Like, I think the official ban has been lifted, like the Trump ban has been lifted, but the whole thing has left a bad taste and kind of stained the brand, unfortunately. What did I just do? To do that. And yeah, historically, you know, I used to have good relations with Samsung, and then the thing happened and we kind of fell out. But it might be time to reach out to them. No. Worth a shot. Worst case scenario, they say no. But I am very curious because I do have some very specific ideas about how that kind of device would fit into a workflow for legitimately getting shit done. Not just, hey, look at my cool folding phone, which is what pretty much every other so-called tech blogger has done with the samples they were sent earlier in the year. We're going, oh my god, it folds! Look how it folds! Look, it folds! Look, it folds! And they didn't actually put it to use properly. Drove me fucking insane. All these huge channels just throw out this garbage, useless content. Meanwhile, I can struggle to get views on content that I think is informative and useful. Am I out of touch, or is it the kids that are wrong? Maybe I should just dumb my shit down. Super easy to make content like that. Here's a quick hands-on. Look, here's what it looks like out of the box. Oh, it folds. Well, let me read you the bullet points from the back of the box, because you can't do that on your own. Dumb fucker. All those people who read the patch notes every time a game gets a patch. Oh, fuck's sake. They just sit there for 15 minutes reading the patch notes to camera. Like, people can't do that on their own. In, you know, 1/8 of the time. What are you doing? How is this content, you fucker? But I get views, so fuck it. I don't know, man. I don't think I understand YouTube anymore. I used to have a pretty good handle on it. The audience has changed, and the way YouTube prioritizes content has very much changed. Maybe I'll do another channel. Call it Blunty Does It Quick and Dumb. So you don't have to think while you watch my videos. There you go. Blunty's Think-Free Videos. I can see you doing this in most... Oh yeah, I would totally do it tongue-in-cheek. You know me. I would do it so dry and so sardonic that nobody would be quite sure whether I was taking the piss or not. That's one of my favorite kind of videos to make. You do sarcasm, but you do it really, really dry, and then you wait for the angry comments of people who took you way too seriously. Like, there's one video I made many years ago about how to install Android on an iPad. Or how to put Android on an iPad or something, I think I called it. Forget now. But I had a screenshot of Data, the android from Star Trek. I had that picture up on the iPad. People are still real mad at that video. Alright, I'm all... There we go. Oh, wow, I looked all the way around the side. I completely lost where I was at. Back on track now, though. Let's clear up this bit here. Alright, how close are we? Ooh. Basically, oh, we are there. What have I got? 6? We'll throw the 6 away. Alright. Let's head back home and cook up a shitload of glass. How did I not burn through a shitload of hunger while digging all that sand? Weird. Lion Gaming, how you doing, man? Yeah, it's been a while since you popped in. Oh, geez, you get 10 million subs on that channel in a week? Yeah, that'd be the most depressing thing, Dukas. Make a really sardonic, tongue-in-cheek channel about just making dumb videos that take 20 minutes to make. And it gets 10 million fucking subs. Maybe I'll just do it as a mini-series on my main channel. Which would literally put an Android on iPad. Nah, there was a meme that was exactly that going around fucking 10 years ago or something. Look, I put Android on an iPhone. It was literally just an Android phone stacked on top of an iPhone. G Mitchie coming in.
Pat on the back. this guy.
Coming into hold with the 3-month resub right there.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Oh, that's the hunger. So I get hunger from running, not from running. Throw some love in the chat, please, for Jimichi. Hey, look, I can play GameCube on the Switch, which has a GameCube and Toffee Switch. If only I had a GameCube, I would really like to have the GameCube was one of my favorite consoles. Library wasn't the best possible library. I just like the hardware, and I've still got, literally right here, my Wavebird controller. I dug that out a couple of weeks ago because I was doing an Amazon order, and so I bought a GameCube to USB adapter as well that works on my PC. And the idea was I was going to use my Wavebird to play some GameCube emulated games for stream. I haven't done it on stream yet. I've done a little bit offline though. Next time we stream it at GameCube game, like have another go at Pokemon Gale of Darkness or whatnot. Because the Wavebird is still a great controller. It's amazing how well it's held up over time, actually. Still feels fantastic. And it was the first truly great wireless controller as well. Every wireless controller before the Wavebird was just kind of a little bit garbage. Alright, just pop those there. Back, so don't forget that. Okay. Do we have room for that one bit of dirt I picked up? Yes, we do. Okie dokes. So... let's see here. I'm just bringing up a picture of the zombie skins. Yeah, so we're going to need a couple of layers of grey for his feet, and a bunch of blue, maybe a bit of dark blue for the highlights in the legs and stuff. And kind of that light blue teal-y colour for the shirt, and then a couple of different greens, and some black for his eyes and stuff. So, yeah, let's start by making, what are we going to say, 4 stacks of grey. Get the feet up and running. Do those stacks in blue as well. Which I do not have there, so let's go to the dye farm. I think Top Tipper is bust again. Apparently. Let me see if I can do something about that. Studio mode. 2,000 jars. Session, top, donation, session most recent donation, session top, donator. That work? There we go. No, Kanaki was not the top donator for this session. That was like 2 weeks ago. Try that again. No idea. Streamlabs. Streamlabels, I should say. Light grey. Light grey? I guess light grey would be the choice. It's not quite dark on the skin. I think light grey is slightly lighter than it should be, but we'll try light grey. Okay, light grey dye. Bit of blue. Light blue. That's interesting. Oh, that's because that one's new, isn't it? And he just put that there. That one's white. We don't need any white. Don't need yellow. Don't need red. Don't need the purpley stuff. Right. No idea how the Nintendo made the GameCube controller so well. I mean, the GameCube controller was good. The Wavebird was excellent. There we go. It's just... there it is. I knew I had some stashed there. Definitely recommend... I've actually tried a Realistico. Didn't like it. Didn't like it. There was something about it that just felt a bit... I don't know what it was, a bit flat or something. Actually, I might even have it still installed. Let's have a look here. See if we can have a look at the comparison. I've got to move some of my Lithos Core old versions out of this list. Smooth, realistic. No, I guess I don't have it installed here at the moment. Might be on the other machine. Yeah, I did try it. Didn't love it. I liked Lithos a bit better. Alrighty. Let's see here. Blink. Wait, how do we do the die again? Alright, it's die in the middle. There we go. Wait, can we... There we go. That's all I wanted. Whoops! Oh well, we're gonna need it anyway. I misclicked. Oopsie-doodle. Let's try that again, shall we? Blue. Oh, great. That's what I wanted. Alright, I feel like we should put him on a platform as well. Instead of putting the glass straight onto dirt, so let's have a think. I feel like a smooth stone platform with maybe a contrasting row of steps around the outside, maybe in wood. Yeah, birch. We'll do a smooth stone platform, a little birch rim around the edge of it. See how we go. So now we have to decide where. I was thinking over the other side of town, but also this area here might be good too. Nice and close to the base, so it looks impressive. And of course the ray tracing will cast the light all the way across this water and across my base and everything. Might just have enough room for it here. Or on the other side of the fence maybe. Or standing in the shallow lake. That would be another idea. Zoop. Yeah, we've got to be mindful of the direction of the sun too, because the sun sets kind of over there, so it casts the shadows in this direction. I definitely want to place him so he casts the light in a place that looks really cool. My original thought was in this area back here. Nice, we've got enough space for him back there. I don't know if that's too far away from base for the ray tracing. I don't know how far away it does the coloured light tracing. I guess there's one way to find out. Let's just put a great big tower of glass here and find out. Sun's about to set anyway. Experiment time. That's probably about as tall as he's going to be. I should have counted that out. Yeah, there goes the shadow. Didn't didn't think this through, did I? Can I make the water? That's a nope. Thank Christ for feather falling 4 boots. Quick, race the sun. Right, it's out of render distance. Where is render distance again? Video settings. Wait, what is that? Oh, no wonder my frame rate's so good. It reset down to 8 chunks for some reason. How did I not notice that? That might have been why I was suddenly able to run at 60. There we go. Actually, that doesn't drop to too much. We're still at 48-ish. So yeah, it seems like we're not seeing the color cast. Is that the shadow right there? It's over there by now. There it goes. Yeah, this is the shadow of the tower. It does have a slight color to it, but maybe if I squint. Yeah, so maybe we might want to build him bigger. Sorry, closer. So we get a... let me just do this. Set time, no. Time. Set 11,000-ish. Oops. Might have been a bad place to try this. Yeah, this was definitely not the good place to try this. Actually, the blue glass doesn't... I mean, there is a blueness to that shadow, but it's not quite as dramatic as the... this, is it? Might also be because it's outside. Still gonna look cool though. Whether or not we can get nicely defined light shaft from it, glass bug is still gonna look pretty damn cool. That because it's grey? No, I was using the blue ones. Yeah. Let's just reset that time of day so we can get another look. Yeah, so it's definitely bright blue out here. Or inside here. Yeah, it seems less intense outside. Which makes sense, I suppose. Got a lot more ambient light washing it out. Nature of ray tracing. Yeah, I definitely think that's too far away over there, though. We should definitely bring him closer. Right. Look. Zoop. 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 Oh, it did fall. Mine. Love it though. Look at that. Well, I think of it. Don't have any yellow. Alright, give me a sec. Yeah. There's another thing I was going to do with the stained glass. I don't know whether we talked about this on stream or not, but I had the idea. It's the wrong building. I need this building. So I want some yellow dye. Zoop. Wait, what? Oh wait, I'm doing it backwards again, aren't I? See what I mean about remembering recipes? Well, that also means I'm going to need more glass. I think we mentioned this on stream. Gonna have... Where is the grey? Really would have black for the bottom though, I guess. Put grey there for now. Seems pretty dark. There we go. Glass tower pimps. Let's cheat the time of day there as well. Oh, perfect. It looks perfect. We might try the darker thing there though, because that is a little bit washed out maybe. Nice. Now we have the proper tower pimps behind the tree. Can't see it from here. There it is. Tower pimps. And we should put these all over our world. That looks so good. Right, back to work. I need scaffolding to go get the rest of that glass down that we put up as an experiment. We'll sleep this night away properly this time so we don't get caught out by phantoms. What happens at night if we put a light source under them? That's a good question too. Let's find out. I haven't actually tried that. Where'd the yellow go? Yeah, I don't think these are bright enough to actually push through. Oh, it does a little bit. It does seem to change the color of the light just slightly. Blue light coming through yellow. Oh, I just used the wrong. Let's see. No, I don't think it does. I think it's supposed to, but maybe that part of the shader doesn't quite work properly yet. Yeah, no, it doesn't change at all. No, definitely not. Alright. I mean, hiding the light source underground and seeing if it illuminates the room. Excuse me, many iron golems, who all now seem to be coming to the center of the town instead of gathering over there now. Interesting. I wonder if that was a 1.14 change. So definitely didn't do that. 1.13. Daytime clock that functions solely on ray tracing, question mark. What do you mean? There's some sort of sundial out of glass so it changes colour depending on what time of day it is or something? Is that what you're suggesting? This world's starting to look real good, guys. Gotta tell ya. Morning, Microsate. How you doing? Ooh. Night Gamer, how you doing? I'm doing alright. Haven't slept well in the last few days, so I'm a little bit sleepy derps, but aside from that, doing alright. Did you see a pink squid? Did we see a shiny squid? Yeah, we did. Actually, come here and give me your ink. Still don't have a permanent source of black ink. Get it? Got it. I need to make a squid farm and or find that ender rose. Ender lily? Ender rose. What is it? The black flower that creates black ink. Hey, you nerdy. Yeah, I love the new water. It looks so good when you go under it as well. All the caustics going on, and the rod rays coming through. Might be the best looking water I've ever seen in Minecraft. I mean, I've seen some pretty good looking water in various shaders, but between the ray tracing and the caustics and the sort of reflections and stuff, the way this is going on, it just looks so good. In fact, we might have to do a build under here. We'll get a Heart of the Sea, and we'll do a build. There's plenty of space under here. Look at this. Yeah. We're not on E7 anymore. What am I running? Yeah, no, E8. Yeah. There was a post about E9 the other day, but it hasn't been released yet. Underwater library? Possibly. Okay, so these are done. Right, we have to make some space here. Don't need the scaffolding. Do need this for the platform. Need this for the platform. Don't know where that iron came from. Oh right, yes I do. So when that little lighting demo thingy. Okay. Turn that into black dye. Some black for his eyes and such. That should suffice. Oh, it also means we have a black one to try on our last tower of pimps. Crystal pimps. Crystal pimp tower. Oh yeah, there we go. That's nailed it. Coolsies. Need more fuel. Excuse me. Thank you. Why am I not collecting these on the way out? Be smarter. That. This. That. This. That. That. This. That. There we go. Now we're cooking. Again. Zerp, 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 zerp. Alright, now let's get organized at long last. Sit rep. Put the clear glass away for now. A bit of blue glass there. Smooth stone. Don't need the black yet. Where'd the grey go? Didn't I have a stack of grey here somewhere? Did I not make it yet? Not that I made it yet. Seriously? Oh, right, no, because I messed up and made all the blue, didn't I? Yep. No, because I used up some light grey dye. What the? Black. There's one light grey there. What happened to the rest of the light grey I made? Am I... Did I not make a stack of light grey? I know I used one there, but what happened to the rest of it? Why am I going blind? What's going on? Ah, fuck it. Look, I don't have enough. Wet books? Moist books, nerdy. Moist books. WTF, did they rise the price of subbing? It used to be $4.99, now it's $5.99 US. Really? I didn't get a note about that. Someone else check that. What does it tell you your sub's worth? Doesn't sound right. Alright. Yeah, I don't know whether we've got quite enough room here. We could always just move the fence, I guess. Alright, where? Whoops, daisy. Where are we going to put this guy? Yeah, I feel like just on the other side of the fence here. Let's see if we can trace where these shadows are feeding from. Maybe there. So I kind of want the glass shadows to fall straight across my base opening here. So that's the plan for it, so it has to be on this line here somewhere. Maybe just there. So that'll take up the, when he's built, he'll take up the sort of blank space on the horizon there as well. See the sunset behind him? Yeah, so just across, just behind the wider section of this wall, I think would be the ideal place for him. Yeah. Alright, let's sleep. Lucas says still $4.99 for me, as above $4.99. Ah. So, well, I don't know what's going on with you, Tech Guy. Skulkery coming in again with $10. Thank you ever so much.
You need to automate that gate. Get a friend to close it.
Yeah. Automating that gate there is a lot of things to do. I was going to do a piston door, but then I realized I kind of ran out of room for a piston door with the other stuff below it, so to do something. I'll just move the entrance to somewhere where I can put a piston door. Set it back a bit. Thank you ever so much for $10 and once, and Top Tipper still not showing you up. Why, Delilah? I'm going to try and fix that again. Gotta give you proper props, don't we? Tippers and tip jars. Top Tipper. What if we try... God damn it, why aren't you working? What's your stupid Streamlabs? Wish they'd focus more on just making their shit work properly instead of adding stupid idiot features for idiot people who don't know what they're doing. There we go. That one should work. Nope. Yep. Okay, maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll keep working. I don't know why I have to keep resetting that. It's so dumb. Stops to me in his eyes, you're still 49 US. Yeah, weird. Biggie. Well, it's a biggie for me. Well, we have that thing there for a reason. Gotta give people a little recognition for their support of the channel. Right? I mean, we have the graveyard here and all, but still, we're not always at the graveyard. Zerp. Boink. Thank you. Alright, we still have to redesign the iron farm as well. Forgot about that. Doesn't work anymore since they changed the system again for the fucking 4th time this update. I love scaffolding. I don't know whether I mentioned this recently, but I love scaffolding. This time I'll remember to put it away. Look at me go. Watch how I put it away. See how I saw. Wait until they finalize it before redesigning. Well, I mean, they say they have, but then again, they've said that before. Because they changed it for 1.1 for 1.14, and they changed it again for 14.2. Then they changed it again for 14.4, and people have had to redesign iron farms like 17 times for this 1.14 whatever update so far throughout the... That's not even counting the snapshots. But yeah, they say they finalized the feature set 14 now, 1.14. Everything new from now on in is going to be part of 1.15, they say, so I might be safe to actually redesign the iron farm now. What was I doing before I got all distracted? I remember. Here we go, grab those. And one of those. Gonna put a little iron door on the wall. I'm gonna need 2 buttons because I'm gonna need one for each side, idiot. I'm gonna put an iron door in the wall so I can get in and out of Blarg design area without having to circumvent the entire friggin' map again. Yeah, we'll put it here. I'll make it easy to get to. We'll just come through that. Yeah. So yeah, we'll put him here. Which Should we stand him in the water? I'm gonna bring this back. I'm gonna bring the edge of the lake back. We'll stand him in the water, I think. In which case, maybe we won't need the platform after all. Oh, jeez, my shovel's nearly dead. God damn it. Oh, I know. Let's do this. I know there's a mending on them anyway, do they? Oh, I didn't actually need to take any of that stuff off. Get some experience out of the hell's going on? Can't walk. That was weird. My controls went all skewy for a second there. And pillages use buttons. Nope. That's why I put a button there, not a pressure plate. Oh, that did bugger all. Getting a huge amount of lag for some reason. Shift click, you fucker. Yeah, that's just not even close to enough experience to repair the shovel. I think we'll just use a temporary shovel until I can get to the zombie farm and do a big session there. Should have a spare one sitting here somewhere. Oh, damn it. There we go. Sacrificial shovel. Whatever reason, everything looks really reflective for me on my Seuss E8. I need to fix it. What do you mean everything looks really reflective for a start? You mean like this, like top of grass looks all shiny and wet or something? Let's see here. Yeah, that looks natural enough. Why am I not carrying a water bucket? I always carry a water bucket. Some stairs here as well. Yeah, that. Well, I mean, is it raining in your world? That's the only time they should look shiny. On that, I've got nothing for you. God, that will look good. Yep. Yeah, we gushed about the water minutes ago. Oops, lost my way again. There it is. It's hard to tell where a source block is with this spec though. This shader. guess we just do this until we're sure. Well, I've stopped flowing everywhere, so that's a start. There's a current there. That was just that. Alright, I feel like we're good. I don't feel any more currents floating around. Yeah, next question. Do we actually build a platform, or do we... No. Let's submerge a platform. Yeah. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two, three. God damn it! I can't move. What am I stuck on? First block? First block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, that feels about right. That means the edge of his bow is going to be about here. His arms are going to be about here. Nearest bed should be in here. Ah. Hydrated farmland could look wet. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I don't need to count. I'll smash the other side now. Damn it, ghost blocks. Ghost blocks are back. There it is. Thought we were done with those. Nope, there's another one there. Another one there. Somewhere. There it is. Damn it. How are ghost blocks back? We've been done. We got rid of those a couple of versions ago. I think Optifine 1.14 might need a patch. Oh, they're everywhere. Who are you going to call? Not Optifine. Do you ever played Hollow Knight on Switch? Nope. Haven't played Hollow Knight at all. On any platform. God damn it! Enough! Alright, I think we're clear. Why are some of these blocks not floating? Oh, nope, there we go. Alright. Good? We're good. Smooth stuff. MPFFOMFPG. What are you talking about, Skull Kid? Are you having a stroke? You alright? Did a cat walk across your keyboard? I just made a new world to play with E8 and I spawned one block away from falling into a huge ravine. Was it in front of you or behind you? Did you see it when you spawned in? That'd be fun if you just... Oh, we need more of those. Just took a step back, suddenly fall into a ravine. It was behind you. I've spawned right next to lava once. And was very quickly put on fire because the grass or whatever caught on fire next to the lava. Just so happened that tick coincided with the grass deciding to burst into flames. Or tree or whatever it was, I think. But yeah, never spawned next to a ravine. This is a bug rock? Yeah. I mean, literally, those ghost blocks are the first bug of that kind that I've seen in 1.14. There were sort of some known bugs and things like that that they were all fixed to do with sort of villager behavior and shit like that. But as far as sort of gameplay inhibiting bugs, that the return to the ghost block is the first one I've seen. Or at least run across personally. I know there are known bugs still. But none of them have hit me yet, so touch wood. With some wood. Touch wood. Does virtual wood count for that superstition? You know what I've done also? I've made this platform exactly as big as Blug's footprint's going to be. We may wind up extending it out by a block or two. Wait, really? But for now, we'll just make it as big as his literal footprint is. My current BitLife character had a stroke. What's BitLife? Is that like Sims? Never heard of it. My current BitLife character had a stroke, I don't know why, but that app is so damn addictive. Phone game, eh? You're one of those people. In OG Beta 1.7.5 I spawned in lava about 30% of the time. Was that a known bug or were you just incredibly unlucky? There we go. Alright. Let's get some feetsies. Next question is, do we make him hollow or solid? I'm not sure whether it's going to make a difference to how the glass works. I guess if we want him solid, we can always come back. And I've gone on the wrong side of that. I just got done talking about how I made the platform as big as the footprint's going to be, and then I immediately neglected the dimensions. I wonder if we leave him hollow, we're going to get some interesting caustic reflections from inside, from the water. I don't think they reflect up, do they? Haven't seen that happen. We could fill him with water! I wonder how that would look. Oh, we could fill him with water and bubbles! We could swap out some of this for magma cubes and shit. And have the blug, hollow blug, glass blug, crystal blug, hollow crystal blug filled with bubbles and water and stuff. That could look awesome. The wheels turn. We're going to do the back heel. Should we come about that far? Never thought to Google if it's known bug. It was maybe 16 at the time. Yeah, fair enough. That might be too tall for the heal. Although he's in water, so it might help hide it. Yeah, that feels about right. Alright, time for some blue, which I'm only carrying a little bit of, so let's go get some more. It is like The Sims, but it's text-based. Oh, text-based The Sims. Interesting. On a phone, no less. A text-based game on a phone. Spooky. Didn't I make a buttload of... Or did I just make one batch of blue glass? No. We have to clear away some craft at this point, so I have room to work. And there's one limit for that. Right, much better. Also, let's just put that there so I don't accidentally use the damn thing before I can repair it. Now, I think we should make a batch of light blue. See how it goes, because the zombies' legs, like there are in the texture there are darker bits of the zombies' legs, indicating the knees and the back of the knee and sort of down the side. I don't know whether we want to exactly mirror that. So I've got a feeling the light blue we'd have to use to make sure the dark blue is the dark contrast is a little bit too light for the zombie pants. So we might save that for the shirt. Yeah. And we use sort of dark grey or something for this knee bits. Yep. Decision made already. Put that away for now. Okay. Zerp. Oh, probably going to need more than that, but let's just start. Night time comes. Yeah, I think that positioning is going to work fine. I think it's a bit too far that way for the light to come across like I wanted, but still going to look pretty cool, I think. We could always set up a different viewing platform somewhere else so we can go and make it look the coolest. But hopefully it'll come across some of the pond down here at least. Don't think I could ever... Oops. Sorry, where'd that come again? Don't think I could ever play Minecraft without building gadgets and GEIs. Yeah. I have deliberately limited the amount of modded that I play because I knew if I ever got accustomed to those conveniences, it would make it very hard to just have a nice vanilla experience ever again. Like, I have played a bit of modded. We did a little bit of Sky Factory, I think, 2. I don't think I ever streamed much of that. But we did stream, I should have brought some scaffolding with me. We did stream a playthrough of, God, what was it called? Pam's, no, not Pam's Hub. Pam's Hub was one of the mods in it. Anyway, a few different mod packs, kitchen sink mod packs we've streamed. And what was the underground one called again? Stoneblock. We played a bunch of Stoneblock 1 and 2 on stream as well. And I have been tinkering with a custom one as well. Alright, so how tall do these legs need to be? Let me get my reference image again. I always forget this measure, these up and down measurements. Let's have a look here. Wait, did I make some... I made some notes, didn't I? The waist is at 24 blocks high. Alright, so we have come 2 so far. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. That seems too tall for a waist. It's also a nice thing about building this guy over water. Let's go ahead and leave that there so I can get inside and out. I think I might have done my measurements wrong. Might have a very long-legged blag here. It does seem a bit too tall for a waist height. Let's build the rest of the legs and see how it looks. We can always tear it back down again by another layer or two if we need to. I feel like that's too tall. Let me do another count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, it should be 24 blocks high according to this. While I'm here, scaffolding. Using compressor or noise gate. Every time we talk, I'm hearing some kind of feedback or something. Anyone else hearing feedback? I mean, there's a truck outside right now. That might be what you're hearing. It was reversing a second ago. There it goes again. But yeah, I am using a compressor and a limiter. These. Right, what am I doing? I need to go up there. That might have been a dumb place to put that scaffolding. What I should have done is put it in front of that gap there. Well, not difficult to move. No, don't hear anything. No. I remember back in the early beta days I played a lot of the Millionaire Villager mods. I have heard of that one, never used it myself, don't know what it is. Alright, I should probably do this to make my life a bit easier. Yeah, my favorite big mod pack so far has probably been Stone Block. The first one. Second one made some nice changes, but some of the other changes they made kind of bugged me as well. I had a lot of fun playing through Stone Block though. And I have been meaning to give Sky Factory 4 a try as well, but that is at this point fairly advanced, wildly deep mod pack. It's not designed for more casual play like I like to play Minecraft. It's nice and relaxed to play. Must have been outside noise gone now. Alright. Yeah, like I said, it was probably the truck or something you were hearing. From site page, Millennium mod marked for Minecraft aims to fill the emptiness of Minecraft worlds by adding NPC villages to it. With loose 11th century Norman, Indian, Japanese, Mayan, Byzantine, Inuit themes and additional cultures planned. Ooh. Yeah, it feels like that would go well if they added in some RPG type elements for it as well. Fetch quests or stuff from that villager building mod. What's that mod called where the villagers build their own village? You just give them supplies and stuff. Oh, they do have quests and statuses? There you go. Starting to get a sense for how imposingly big this is. I always kind of forget how big blogs are. Even the regular sized blog. Which, if you're curious, I kind of build on a double scale. So every... Actually, quadruple scale, I suppose you would call it. But basically, for every pixel of the regular base resolution zombie, we double it. So 1 pixel is 4 glass squares, basically, equivalent size. That's the math I'm using to get the scaling right. Add a blue glass. Alright, we're going to need what? How many stacks did I just go through? We need another set of that. I really liked that we built this guy on water. How did you go about fixing the dreaded green color during ray tracing? I only ever had that on E7. Oh wait, E6, E7, which one was it again? No, not resource specs. Settings, shaders. Yeah, it was E7 I was having that issue. No. Well, I think it was... No, it was E6, because E7 I wasn't using because it did a weird thing with the lanterns, that's right. So yeah, E6 is where I was hitting that green thing. Basically what I did to fix it was I would go into video settings, shaders, shader options, and I would flick texture resolution back and forth. Actually, that should be 32, shouldn't it? Yeah, I would change that. Doesn't matter what you change it to, but you change it, click done, you come back and you change it back to what it should be, click done, and that fixed it. Oh, I was making more blue glass, that's right. So let's get another batch of fuel out. Probably need more by now. Zerp, zerp, zerp. Did I not fill these up properly? Weird. What the hell's going on? Oh wait, no, I was clearing them out when I was doing the shovel thing, wasn't I? Damn it, idiot. That was a bit of a waste of time then. Could have been doing that more efficiently. Damn. Damn. Make a little bit more though. Do need more blue dye already. Getting it underwater. Wasn't my game to crash. Lol. Which version are you using again? Because the underwater rendering has... Ooh, look at that purple. That was sexy. Only have them for a brief moment, but there was a glorious purple hue there. Yeah, they completely changed how underwater works in the latest version, which is why it looks so good now. I recommend Septic. I haven't actually played Septic in ages. I did watch a couple of streams when that first launched of some of the big Minecrafters going through the stage of it. I thought, well, that's a cool concept. Project Ozone, yeah, I've looked at that a few times. I don't know if I like the idea of that one in general. Seems a bit overcomplicated. Farming Valley I haven't heard of. Roguelike I've had a look at. Yeah, Roguelike Adventures Dungeons, that seems like a cool idea. Yeah, I funny feeling those legs are just too tall. That took a while to fall down. Alright, let's put this in a more useful place. .2. Yeah, 14 Optophone 1.14.4 is now out, and if you use that with the latest version of PTGI, which is what I'm using here. Yeah, some of you issue might be you're out of date and you've got mismatched versions or something. Nope, that was a bad plan. Surf text was a huge change. It was great. That's slow at the start. Yeah. That's a deep log mod pack. I actually just rewatched the Let's Play Minecraft series from Rooster Teeth, the Achievement Hunters, when they went through the Sky Factory mod pack. Very good series, actually. Really enjoyed that one. I'm about to start pottering through their Galacticraft playthrough as well. Been mostly watching it when I was just doing busy work in Dragon Quest. Yeah, Simple Farmer Jeff, right? Classic. It's a lot of classic stuff that came out of that playthrough, actually. And the water bits and Gav's gay name on the Terrapim selection. Very enjoyable series. Really should have built a super smelter by the time I came to this job, shouldn't I? Would have made life a little bit easier. Oh well. Some of my favorite AH animated episodes have come out of that exact same playthrough as well. Like, I think my favorite, or at least one of my favorite Achievement Hunter animated episodes was when Dooley got the magic wand that made water. Also the Munch Stew episode as well. Oh, and the invisible lamping. That was also good value, comedy value for the animated. Why? I didn't do nothing to nobody. Why? I am God. That's it. Whoops. Nearly went off the edge there. Doesn't matter though, because we're over water. Hooray! Also been watching a bunch of old slow-mo guys stuff recently too. And I wish I could afford a camera like that. I'd love to just shoot all kinds of shit in ultra super duper slow-mo. I had a thought last night when I was watching them that I could do a kind of almost a parody of slow-mo guys, just using the high-speed function or the slow-mo function on my iPhone. The super ultra budget slow-mo guy. Empty pocket slow-mo guy, something like that. I don't know. Because I can do up to 240 frames a second on the bloody iPhone. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Jeremy's blood magic stuff. Yeah, once he got into the blood magic stuff, the comedy flowed. Yeah, if anyone's lurking, you don't know what we're talking about here, type into YouTube Achievement Hunter Minecraft Sky Factory. Should bring it up straight away. There'll be a playlist probably come up at the top of the list. Yeah, if you're looking for something to do, something to have on in the background, once I'm done streaming today, I would highly recommend it. Oh, no, now that we've got those legs built, they don't look too tall, do they? Yeah, now that we've got the full dimension of them, they look just about right. In fact, I could probably go a bit taller. Won't though. We'll keep it to scale. I'm glad I didn't second guess myself and start tearing it down before I was done. Yeah, scale of this kind in Minecraft is tough to judge sometimes. We had all kinds of scaling problems when we built the Blarg in the last world, who was twice the size of even this one. Had a devil of a time trying to get his fucking face to look right. Yeah, pixel arted. Yeah, like I said, the face was so hard on the last one, and that was just a small section of essentially pixel art. But even just getting the arms to look right on a scale of this size, like if you do it pixel for pixel, the arms tend to look a bit too short. So I tend to make the arms a little bit longer than they should be, just because of the way the foreshortening works at this scale. There we go. That's the base level legs. I mean, we're going to come back through and sort of dig away at some of this to put the shirt tags and stuff on, but for now we just need to get sort of basic shape going. And we didn't have too much blue left over either. Didn't waste too much blue. Let's have a look here. Where's my other? There we go, reference image, yeah. So I guess we'll use that sort of that tealy sky blue kind of color now for the shirt bit. Something smells good. My neighbors are cooking again. Yeah, I don't know whether that's going to be too light. This is what we got though, isn't it? Alright. Nice, I'll empty these as we go. Seems we're capping them off. Man, it smells real good actually. What is that? She smells a lot like meatloaf. Oh, it's pork fat. That's what I can smell. Yeah, someone's cooking with pork fat. Is that Pavlovian reaction? My mouth is filled entirely with saliva again. Yeah, funny little animals, aren't we? What resource pack are you using? Oh, no. My T-Dog's well ahead of me there. He's got the command to spit it out for you. Yeah. We're using the SUS PTGI ray tracing shader. The texture pack is Lithos Core. And if you type, like T-Dog just showed you there, exclamation point MC in the chat, it will bring up links to both of those directly for you. All right. Let's get a batch of this light blue glass going. See how we do. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Turns out it was not sure it was a texture pack that was causing the green, making me crash. Ah. Right, yeah. That should have occurred to me. There's a couple of different texture packs. No, wait, it wasn't texture packs, it was different shaders, sorry. What was it? I remember. I think there were a couple of texture packs that did manage to crash the shader, actually. Alright, how tall is the torso? Above the waist we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I can't really count that. Shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we'll go 22 up. We should be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. So that should be our shoulder level right there. Seems about right-ish. Sorry, I just want to stop and look around at my world again. God, it looks good, doesn't it? It's interesting things happening to the caustics down there, going through the glass. Oh wait, no, that's the shadows moving. There we go. Starting to get an idea of the coloured cast from the glass down there as well. Now that we've got some contrast going. What am I making? I'm making a blog. And a blog is a gigantic zombie sculpture. It's become a tradition in my Minecraft worlds over the last 4 worlds. Or 4 including this one, I suppose. That we always build a giant zombie statue. The first blog was connected to a little pressure plate inside a village. And every time a villager walked over it, the blog would open his mouth and spill out water. Hence the name, blog, because that was the sound of drooling. Blah. Yeah, that looks about right, doesn't it? Shoulder height right there. I think I like the colours too. It's not quite the sort of more greeny tinge that we should have, but we're kind of limited in our textures with the glass, so that'll do. We don't have to make it exactly like the IRL, in-game zombie, but yeah. I guess, ooh, there's a thought. We could put a layer of green glass inside the shirt. That might make it a bit more tealish as the light mixes through it, because that does happen with this glass. Or, actually, no, it doesn't. It should do, but it's not doing it at the moment. So we might wait until the next update of the shader or two, because eventually I think that's the plan, to have light mix colours properly through glass. So I know it already does it with this light. So that red and that blue are mixing here to give us a little sort of purpley to hinge. Apparently it doesn't quite work with glass yet. Oh well. Wait, why did I come back? Still got plenty of glass. Weird. Let's get some sand and refill these on our way through. Cool. Lovely dough we still have some of. Very happy times. I also love how it brings down the contrast, exposure as well. So the light naturally absorbs light, so when you look through it, instead of the clouds looking all blown out near the sun, you can actually see them in detail again. Genuinely works like actual real-life tinted glass. It's so fucking awesome. That. See what I'm talking about? Oh, bloody hell, I'm like half an hour overdue for a break as well. Why did nobody remind me? Alright, I'm going to sit here. Might as well pause the game. Hey, you know what? I'm not even going to pause the game. On the top of a glass structure. What could possibly go wrong? I'm gonna give you this view while I go over for my break. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break, make a fresh coffee. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Yeah, bees.